My name is Akonwo John. I'm the MDC of Agrodem Limited. How are you guys doing today? There's a popular saying, the most important things in real estate is not the property itself, but the buyer's perception of it. And with this, I would love to take you through the 6 things a buyer should consider when buying property. Number 1, budget. One of the most important things a buyer should consider when buying a property is what? Is your budget. It is crucial to consider how much you want to spend on the property you are about to purchase. You have to consider that. Is your budget between 20 million? Is your budget between 50 million? Is your budget between 100 million? Now, according to your budget is what will determine the type of the property you are getting. Let me say, for instance, you have 20 million and you want to get 2 bedroom. You cannot be going to Lekki Phase 1 to go and be looking for 20 million naira 2 bedroom apartment. The best place that should come to your mind is what? Sango Tedo. But if you have your 50 million, you can get something like 3 bedroom terrace, 3 bedroom apartment around the Kota, Orchid, even within Orchid and the likes. If you have 100 million can take you to somewhere from Chevron down to Lekki Phase 1, Ikate and Zenbaro. And with this, when you have been able to determine your budget, then this will take you to what? To the next factor, to the next thing to do, which is location. The size of your budget or the value of your budget determine what? The location where the property you are looking for can be purchased. What do I mean by this? Just like I've explained earlier, you have 20 million, you want to buy a property. You cannot be looking for property in Lekki Phase 1 when you have 20 million. You have to consider location matters when buying a property because it can directly affect the value. Location matters when buying a property because it has a great effect on the value of the property you're buying. Having a great location can make things easier when it's time to dispose this property. Having a great location like Banana Island, Victoria Island, Lekki Phase 1, Kate, those are majorly prime area in Lagos. Ikeja GRA, yes, and a lot of estates in some good locations. Having a great location can make things easier for you when you are disposing this property. So after you've had a budget, you've been able to work around your budget and pick a location where you want to buy your property. The next thing you should consider when buying a property is property type. The type of property you purchase is very, very crucial. What do I mean? Are you looking for a single family apartment or condominium? What do I mean by condominium? A small apartment that only you and few of your members can live in. Or you are looking for a larger family property. Now, it is best that people go for a larger property because at the time you want to dispose them, it will be easy for you, and this property can add value to it. And the larger property has a lot of benefits in the sense that you have a lot of bedrooms. Bedrooms are not limited, bedrooms are not limited, and that's where you see some people that will say, okay, I want a 5-bedroom fully detached home which comes with cinema, enough bedroom. There are some property you will see children's room, and you see that this room is for the boys and this room is for the girls. Then you see mommy's room, then you see daddy's room. Then what type of property? Are you buying a mini flat, or you're buying a 2-bedroom apartment? I've seen a client that approached me and said, I want to buy 1 bedroom. And while we are talking, while on the search, he later changed his mind and said, okay, I'll soon be getting married. And I think if I'm getting married, 1-bedroom apartment might not accommodate us because people might want to come and say hi My family people might want to come and see me. My friends might want to come. My family might want to come. I would not want them to inconvenience my wife. So what do? He said, can we just do for something like 2-bedroom apartment that is big? And we went on the search on that. After you've been able to get your budget right, you've been able to work with your budget around a location where you are buying your property, and you'll be able to discover or determine the type of property you are buying in a particular location, then it will lead you to the size of the property you are buying in that location. Size of the property is another important factor to be considered when purchasing a property. Large property typically have enough bedrooms, just like I've mentioned earlier, enough bedrooms. You cannot compare 5-bedroom fully detached with a 4-bedroom semi-detached. You cannot compare a 4-bedroom semi-detached with 4-bedroom terrace. They are different. Though the room might be the same, but you have a lot of things to play around with. So the size of the property is another important factor to be considered when buying a property. The bigger the size of the property, the bigger or the higher the value returns when you are disposing this property. So after you've been able to work around your budget, get a location, and after the location you've been able to get the property types that you're buying, then you'll be able to determine the size of the property that you are buying in that location. Then this will lead you to amenities that surround the property. Amenities that surround the location, the properties, the size of the property. It is very, very important that as a buyer, you need to consider all of these things. Number one, consider the crime rate in the environment. Sometimes ago, there are some locations around Ajah that people tend not to go there. Even the renters, people don't want to rent an apartment in that area because of what? High rates in crime in that environment. So a lot of people don't want to. But now everything is developing. Development is taking place in all those areas now. So you see people now moving in. And some people considered schools. The amenities. Schools is one of the amenities. Particularly they said, get me a house in an estate that have a school, that have a standard school, so that I don't want to be driving myself all around because my child is going to school. I want to take my child in the morning, quietly, confidently. Few minutes, I'm already in my child's school. When during the closing time, walk into the school, bring my child home. In fact, we can even take a stroll down to the house from the school. And we're able to do that. I was able to guide the clients and we're able to achieve that. Some people, car parks or car wash area, entertainment in the environment, shopping mall, places like Ilason. There is proximity of people living in Ilason to access anything around them, anything they need around them. We have in the likes of Blanco supermarket. It's not far, it's on the main road, and people who live around that place can easily access there. And they can take the alternative route down to VI, down to Ikoyi, down to Lekki Phase 1. Some people just want that. There is filling station around the place. There are a lot of things around the place. And the same thing is happening to Ikota. Lekki County Home, Ikota, before VGC, is developing because there are a lot of places like the Blackbirds restaurant, Coldstone, Meplos Pharmacy, Niske, Cinema, Mega Chicken is there, one of the biggest restaurants around this place. And you can see a lot of shopping malls around. So people tend to what? To live in an environment where what? There is comfortability, where they can easily access one or two things, where they can enjoy themselves, where they can go out and know that, okay, they are secured when they are coming. And security is one of it too. It's one of the amenities too. I've seen a couple of people who say, get a property for me in XYZ estate. And sometimes when I ask them why this estate, they will say, because the estate has a good security. Somebody called me one day and said, go and get a property for me in XYZ estate. And I said, why this estate? He said, because I learned that the estate has 24 hours power supply. So there has never been anybody putting on any generator in the estate. The entire estate, the estate itself, power the entire properties, the whole properties in that estate, and that is in Lagos here, on the island here. So consider the amenities that surround the property. So these are some of the things that you need to know after you've been able to do your budgeting. Be able to find a location where the budget fall into, then the type of the property that you are buying in that place, the size of the property you are buying in that place, the amenities surrounding these properties. Then this now takes us to the last one, which is the payment plan. A lot of property has a payment plan, and some, the developer decides to use his own money or her own money to build a property to a taste and ask you to come and buy. Oga, pay me outrightly, then this property becomes yours. But there are some properties, the other one that is called down payment plan. Down payment plan is XYZ. Pay 10 million naira or 20 million naira initial deposit for a property of 50 million, and you spread the remaining balance for 6 months or 12 months with a little interest on it. Now, some people who are salary earners may want to do that. People who do mortgage can actually still do that also. And some people, they look at their pocket and say, okay, I want to buy a property of 50 million. I'm looking at within the space of 12 months, I'll be able to pay the 50 million. But I have 10 million now or 20 million now. I can drop my 20 million now. Why? I know that I can work within this budget of within this 6 months, 12 months and purchase this property. We have a lot of them. I've been able to sign off a lot of clients on this plan. There are developers who accept this. And there are some of these payment plans that allow you to take ownership of the property at XYZ. Okay, there is a property that when you pay 70% down payment, you get an instant allocation of the property. That means that if you pay 70% of the total amount the property worth, you take proper ownership of that property instantly, immediately the allocation is done. So with these few points, I've been able to guide those of you who are planning to buy a property. So these are the 60 that a buyer should consider when they want to buy a property. My name is Akanwo John Adenola. If you want me to guide you on any property you want to buy, I'm available. There are a lot of properties in different locations in Lagos. Just send a DM. I'll be right there to guide you through. Thank you.